Hello again, I'm Vinita Wright with Days of Deepening Friendship. We're an online community of women growing wiser. And it's time again for an author interview. As you probably know, if you've been on the blog for very long. I'm also editor here at Loyola Press, which means most of the adult spirituality books that we do, I've had some sort of hand in. And so today we have an author here whose her book is Blessed by Less. And it's a book all about uncluttering your life, lightening your life in ways both physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And this is Susan Vogt, our author. And she speaks from her experience, quite a few years' experience, I believe, working on this thing called lightening up your life, uncluttering or decluttering. There are all kinds of things it's called these days. So I'm just going to ask her a few questions, even though, of course, I know her book inside and out. But I will ask her questions so that she can explain to you what her book's about and what's going on. Well, first of all, you come at this from personal experience. This is from years of learning to lighten up your own life. And it's not just like you or you and your husband, you also had a family. And so I think one of my first questions is, how do you do this uncluttering thing when you got, say, teenagers in the house? What was that like?
Yes. Well, I think for my adult life, for the most part, I've held the value of trying to live rather simply. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean you don't collect and get things, because we need stuff.
Yeah,
we need clothes, we need stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with the teenagers, now they used to, I've always thought of myself as a frugal person. Mm-hmm. They have a slightly less
what
positive.
word would they use?
They would say cheap miser Scrooge. And there were some times, especially during the preteen teen years, when I would be on this, we don't want to spend so much money on stuff, you know, especially clothes and name brands. And they would gripe. And yet now, so I think we had to do a lot of compromise during the teen years. And I wasn't giving much stuff away then because I was still collecting things for them. But once they left home, and one by one, we have 4 children, and by the time the last left home, that's when I started realizing that, I'm saving a lot of these things that I've collected, and I thought I needed them for grandchildren. Yeah. And eventually we have 2 grandchildren now, and I'm glad I saved a few of the things, but I discovered that there's a whole lot of stuff in our house that our grown children and the 2 grandchildren really were never going to use.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate the book, and it's, like I said, it's very practical. So she gives you all kinds of ideas for how to deal with stuff, how to deal with even the intangible things in your life. But it's also just a really good inspiration for looking at your life and figuring out, am I hanging on too much to something, or have I let things clutter up my mind and heart or my bedroom? So, so we're very grateful for you stopping by today and talking with us. And look for the book. You'll see it on the site very soon. Blessed by Less by Susan Vogt. Thank you.